Oh yes, we are. So live again. It's a Brucey bonus because there's something going on strange, don't you think? I'm assuming you've heard about the Tommy Robinson knockout punch or whatever it was. Apparently, a man was filmed on the deck. Something happened. We just don't know what. There's a report at the St Pancras station. But it seems to me, I don't get this, that the actual footage is a bit limited. Cosmic Chronicles, morning, it's 3:30 here, so afternoon or morning to where you are, I expect, in Utah. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you are well. What was I saying? Yeah, the video is really weird because there's no before, there's no real bit after. It's just that bit with him on the floor. Tommy Robson looks a bit flustered and he's walking backwards and forwards or whatever. He obviously don't know what to do. But it clearly states, the boat come at him. So where's the footage? It's conveniently lost. It's got to be somewhere. Someone must have filmed, they would have seen Tommy and started filming. James Johnson, welcome. And there's a before on CCTV. It won't be released. They want to silence him. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at, mate. That's exactly what I'm getting at, James. It seems convenient that there's no before footage, and like you say, that's exactly what I'm saying. Why isn't there? And like you say, to silence him, it's like Tommy Robinson might have sort of played into their hands, because in the video you'll see how they've reacted to it is crazy. But yeah, it's crazy. Headed to the doctor and then the dentist. Oh, great. Doctor and dentist. Can't say it's news, but I'm hanging in there. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, do it. I've been doing the usual mental health stuff, obviously. Went quiet for a bit, but now I'm back in full effect. But doctor, then the dentist. Yeah, I've been the doctor a few times. I do need the dentist as all. But yeah, so it seems strange to me, right? The footage, anyway, the footage, where is it? There has to be the build up to it, because when I first saw it, the first thing that went in my head, I'll be honest, the first thing I thought was, right, hang on a minute, Tommy Robinson has just been treated like absolute trash in prison for how long? How long has he spent? He's not going to go out, find someone and hit them for no blooming reason and get put back in prison. He's just not going to do it. There's got to be a reason. But there's no footage. How convenient. It seems really convenient for those who are against Tommy Robinson that there is no footage. The 13th of December is his protest. That alone will make them want to hide the CCTV so that doesn't go ahead and he's in prison. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because they can silence. Yeah, you're right, James. Yeah, they'll be able to silence him through this. They can silence him so the 13th of September doesn't happen. That's very true. I've read everywhere that it was a radicalist that started it. Yeah, I can't see Tommy hitting someone for no reason. I don't know the bloke, but I know he's a family man, and to me, he's always talks as much truth as he knows. I've never seen him make anything up. Never seen the bloke lie about anything. I mean, he's been quite open and honest, but then I'm a bit confused. It seems strange that this has happened and they're trying to make out like that's Tommy. Oh, yeah, he's going to have a temper on him. I mean, it's how he grew up from Luton and the life he's had. I mean, blimey, I've got a temper on me. But I mean, you come up to me and start saying something like, oh, I'll kill you, or oh, I know where you live, or oh, I know where your family live, or anything about your wife or kids, then bang, it's going to happen, isn't it? I mean, I worked on the door for years, and the amount of this people think they're all out in a bag of chips. What they don't understand, like the preemptive strike or whatever, you can put it to bed, you can stop it. And I've got a feeling that the footage that even says here, the CCTV with the beforehand, it's not going to be rushed out there because it doesn't fit the narrative. They need to try and now jump on this in order to get Tommy Robinson banged up again. That's what it's going to be. But all Tommy Robinson talks about, really, like, yeah, the Islam stuff, because it's true. Even I studied it, and it's shocking. But what he's saying is true, so I don't understand why anyone's attacking him in the first place. It makes no sense to me. Like I said, I don't know the bloke. I'm not here as a Tommy advocate. I'm just going to say it how it is. I'm on the fence, you know. But to me, it seems strange. There's no beginning of the video. There's no context to it whatsoever. I've got the video. I will be showing you the video, so don't you worry. But James, if Tommy goes to prison for this and the CCTV footage isn't released, there will be absolute uproar, more so than now. Yeah, it'll probably play into the people's hands of, like, because we all, you know, everyone's always saying they're trying to hide this, do this and do that, the way Starmer reacts and that. And you want to see, right, in this video, you want to see the steps they're taking to get forensic evidence. Oh my God, what? Because two blokes had an argument, one's ended up on the deck, and they've got forensics there like you would not believe. You're like, when has that ever happened for a fight? Ever? But one thing I will say, and it always worried me on the doors, look, it's not punching someone that's a problem. It's when they hit the deck. They can hit their head on the floor, and that can do untold damage. So I refrain from that. I put them on the floor, you know, arm lock, whatever it is, down on the deck. And then if they carry on and they spit at me like they have, like, bosh. But it's the fall that could do the damage. I mean, you could easily end up in a coma, like some sort of brain hemorrhage. I mean, you've got to be so careful. You really have. But I don't know what this gentleman's condition is who was on the deck. We don't know if, like, he literally sort of asked for it or what. We don't know because there's no evidence of the video coming up or for us to even see it and judge for ourselves. But I have got video. I've got the report here, which I did have ready, and then I sort of went off on a tangent there. If you didn't know, at the St Pancras station, the video I will be showing you, but you want to see, I tell you, it's absolutely crazy. Let's have a quick see there. A 42-year-old man, which is Tommy, has left the country after a video emerged which showed Tommy Robinson walking away from the scene of an alleged assault at St Pancras railway station. Like I say, you're not going to assault someone for no reason. You're not. Don't care what anyone says. You are not going to assault someone for no reason, especially if you're Tommy Robinson, because of his name, his past, and his history in prison. He's not going to do it. The suspect from Bedfordshire boarded a flight out of the UK in the early hours of Tuesday morning, which was this morning, after the incident took place around 8:40 p.m. on Monday evening, British Transport Police said. Footage shared on social media, yeah, half a story type media, half a story social media. On Monday evening appeared Tommy Robinson pacing around the station with another person lying still on the floor nearby. Yeah, because even Tommy himself looked agitated. Let's be honest. He looked agitated. Didn't know what to do, where to go. He's walking around. He's all in a fluff. You know, this has happened. It's out of his hands. Like, it's obviously happened. And he's like, well, you know what I mean? It's that quick. You're like, what? So he looks a bit, you know, pacing up and down. His heartbeat's probably going. His brain's probably going. Like, this is all that people need to ruin him and all this and that. So he looks genuinely like distressed walking up and down, but obviously people ignore that because it's Tommy, so you're not allowed to say how he feels. It's all about the geezer on the floor, but we don't know what he done. Like I say, he could have threatened his family, threatened him, and if it threatened his life. So, you know, I don't want to see anyone on the deck, but there comes a time when you're in the position, you have no other choice, basically. You have to do what you have to do. If you are under threat, you need to eliminate that threat. And I don't mean by killing them, I mean by stopping it so it just stops coming at you. And sometimes that is to put them on the deck or knock them out. But going by how Tommy Robinson is like so kerfuffled there, which you'll see in the video, this was not something that he had planned, nothing that was intentional. Whatever happened, happened, and it was out of his control. But anyway, Robinson 42, whose real name, Stephen Yaxley Lynn, could be heard saying, "He come at me" in the footage as he walked down a flight of stairs. Now, someone must have the footage where the bloke come at him, and he's twice the size of Tommy Robinson, so bear that in mind as well. Think what it's like if you're minding your own business, and then a bloke twice your size comes up to you. What are you going to do? Straight away, you will feel you are being threatened. There is a threat coming at you. So even that on the sides of the law, you can say, I've done a preemptive strike. So do you know what I mean? It's not all just cut and dry. Oh, like Tommy this, Tommy that, nothing at all. And I'm not going to sit here and say, right, I'm here to defend Tommy or to put him down. I don't know the bloke. I don't know what's happened. We're going to just take what we've got here at face value, but we need to understand what we're missing, which is the beginning and then the bit after it. I'll show you the video in a minute. Obviously, we'll just get through this. On Tuesday, Robinson reposted a statement to his X profile which said, "If you cross a line and attack someone physically or threaten to attack them physically, a preemptive strike is totally legal." The man's read my mind. Well, there you go. If you cross a line and attack someone physically or threaten to attack them physically, detectives are working to bring the suspect into custody for questioning, British Transport Police said. But will it be questioning, or are they going to sort of try and, regardless, it's Tommy, we're going to stick it on you? Let me know in the comments what you think. The victim's injuries are said to be serious, but not thought to be life-threatening. But was serious, but not life-threatening? What, he was knocked out and he was unconscious, or what? I mean, I don't want nothing bad to happen to the bloke. I mean, you knock someone out, you knock them out, they come to, whatever. But they could be playing on this because it's Tommy Robinson. So it could be a case like once the bloke's regained consciousness, they could then put this into some sort of, we had to have a brain scan and this and that, all because of that. They can literally blow this so far out of proportion. And all it is a bloke who got knocked out, woke up, and then he just wanted to go home. But they thought, no, we keep doing this and this and keep him in hospital and all this. So it's not life-threatening. But they said to be serious, but not life-threatening. The man got knocked out. I think there's definitely going to be some plagiarism on top of this to make it out it's worse than it is. So in Tommy's defence, I can see that coming. I'm sure you can. Let me know in the comments. Officers were called to St Pancras station just after 8:40 p.m. yesterday, July the 28th, because it's the 29th today, following reports of an assault. Officers attended and a man was taken to hospital with serious injuries which are not thought to be life-threatening. So they said it again, not thought to be life-threatening. Fogganelli, that sounds quite cool. Fogganelli. Hello, welcome. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about this, because I'm not saying anything I'm saying it is correct. I'm just trying to give it my open, honest, impartial view. So you let me know in the comments what you think. Basically, they said it again. Officials attended and a man was taken to hospital with serious injuries which are not thought to be life-threatening. So he was knocked out. I think that's it. They're playing on that. What do you think? I think that's basically as far as it goes. The bloke was knocked out. He's come to. And then what? Overnight, the investigation has been ongoing. Officers have been making arrest inquiries. Anyone with information, blah, blah, blah. In a further statement, the force said officers have confirmed that the suspect, i.e. Tommy Robinson, boarded a flight out of the country in the early hours of this morning. That might have been pre-planned. I've not seen anything to say whether it was pre-planned or he's done it just because of this. But I can't. Tommy's not someone just to have done that and run, surely, because he's even said like it was basically a preemptive strike. So had he not had it already booked, maybe he's got other commitments. Maybe that Tommy would have just sat there and waited for the police to turn up. Knowing full well, though, because of who he is, they're just going to try and throw the book at him and completely twist the narrative. And that will be shocking. This it's just fall into the two-tier policing again. People are literally just going to walk into it and no view is impartial, only the facts matter, and we don't actually know them yet. Exactly. And I'm saying just before you arrived, sir, that there is no CCTV beforehand, but James Johnson in the chat said there is, but they're not releasing it. So there is beforehand, and we've just read there that Tommy said on his X that it was a preemptive strike, basically. But when I show you the video, you'll see the distress even that Tommy is in himself. I mean, we can sit and speculate all day long, but it's not facts, like you say, which I totally get. So I'm just trying to go by what we watched, but I did say earlier, we just need to be extremely aware of what we're not seeing or what we've not heard, because that's probably going to change the narrative. For me, we need to see the beforehand. It seems strange because whoever's recorded this they wouldn't have just started recording. They would have seen, like, they would have been arguing, they would have been fighting. So it'd be, well, fighting with words, not physical. But as soon as you hear someone shouting, you turn and you see it's Tommy Robinson, you're going to start recording. So whoever this is that's released this footage, do they have the beforehand? And if they do, why aren't we seeing it? Because that's strange, again, because we need to see it. Because what's been put up, it looks like it's been done that. They've done that in order to twist the narrative to make Tommy look bad and for everyone to then jump in and go, oh, we knew Tommy was like this. But people that even know him, like 2CTV said earlier on his live stream, he said that he knows Tommy or someone knows Tommy, and yeah, he's he's quite hot under the collar and get angry. But can't we all? But if you're being threatened, but we need to see the beforehand and it's not there. So it seems strange. Detectives are continuing to work closely to progress the investigation and bring the man into custody for questioning. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, I've seen so many fights in my life and there's literally just been no police whatsoever. They don't even bother turning up half the time. And when they do turn up, they're like, oh, what happened? You're like being, I'm stood there on the door. Like, oh, two drunks came out and started punching each other. One knocked the other out and the other one left. Oh, did they? Okay, bye now. What? But because this is Tommy Robinson, it's full out. You wait till you see the video. We sent an ambulance crew to the scene and treated a man before taking him to a major trauma centre. Well, got that in. A major trauma centre. That helps the narrative, doesn't it? I managed to be able to walk in the street without getting assaulted. Robinson gets attacked off. I bet he does because of who he is. And that's the problem, isn't it? I mean, there's going to be more to it. But we've got the video here. But Tommy Robinson must, every time he goes out, he's like, he must have somewhere in him, like as a man, family man, the fear of being attacked, or even for his wife and kids, because of who he is and what he speaks up against. Because obviously, Islamophobia has been invented. No Christophobia or Judophobia. Don't worry about the Jews and Christians. It's all about protecting Islam because Islam wants to kill you. So we'll protect Islam. And then because he speaks up on that, and then they've just been throwing this, that, and everything else at him to make him like the bad person. Like every time he goes out, he must have a fear that, something possibly could happen. But the reason I start like this video, look at the writing that's up on the screen. Let's just move what Falconelli said. Falconelli, sorry. That's such a cool name, by the way, Falconelli. Sounds Italian. Italiano. Tommy Robinson has been filmed in an angry row while a man lies face down at the stage. Oh, angry row. Where's the angry row? Because here it's just like he says whatever to him, and that's it. Are they sort of telling us here that like the geezer laying on the floor and Tommy had an angry row, and then he's laying down? It seems a bit strange, but I want to see the before footage because I bet you the more you sort of read about it and actually, go around, have a look on YouTube, see what you see and watch and articles you read, it sort of twigs that you think, like I said, Tommy Robinson wouldn't do this for no reason. Carl, welcome, Carl. He has been clearly set up by journalists again. That wouldn't surprise me either, because he's a target. But I want the before footage. It seems, we've all got camera footage of the bloke on the floor and Tommy Robinson there. What, unprovoked attack? Is that the narrative? I can't see Tommy Robinson doing that after the way he was treated in prison. The bloke's mental health was in tatters. So he's not going to physically choose to just start on him for no reason. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Welcome, Craig. It's probably because someone started on him. Exactly, yeah. Because they're not showing the before footage. That really annoys me. But he said on his X, which I just read in that other report, that he said if someone comes up threatening you, you are entitled to a preemptive strike. Yes, Tommy, you are. Simple as that. Yes, you are. So is everyone. If you're going to feel physically threatened, you can do what you like. You need to defend yourself. So Tommy's not going to be through everything he's been through to then wallop this bloke, bang him out one punch, and then walk around on camera and then go back to prison. Why would he do that? Why would he literally what you're saying here, Craig, is exactly like someone would have started on him. He said on his X it was a preemptive strike. This man is twice Tommy's size, and I did say, imagine someone coming up to you twice your size, trying to start on you. I'm 6'4", so I'm not going to get started on by someone who's 12'8". But you know what I mean. But if someone comes up to you, and they are aggressive in nature, and they are coming up to you, boom, you can do what you like. Well, I'll say you do what you like, but you don't just shoot them. Also, it's not America. Shoot and stab. You're allowed to defend yourself if you feel threatened. And I'm sure this is exactly what this is. We're not going to see the before footage because it proves that the person on the deck who got knocked out was the aggressor. And that's the important bit. I'm a mythical alchemist. I discovered the fountain of youth and the philosopher's stone, all in the one lifetime. Are you going down the yes, where people call me Gandalf? The establishment needs to stop the 13th going ahead, and they will try everything they can to stop it. Yep, this is going to be. I think that's what James said earlier. James Johnson said the protest planned for the 13th. Yeah, so that would not surprise me in the slightest. They've got their excuse here, so don't show the beginning of the footage. Make out Tommy's just punched someone for no reason. We can then act accordingly and stop this and stop that, and then they will then re-control the narrative, and they can take it from Tommy's hands again, or so they think. So they're getting hotter by the day. Things are getting hotter by the day. They are. Don't say that too loudly because they'll start saying it's global warming or climate change or something. Whoever filmed this, why would he record before the fact, as he would not know a knockout was going to happen? But once it did, then he started to record simple. Yeah, that's very well. But I mean, if I was stood there and you think that's Tommy Robinson there shouting with that geezer, you'd start recording because they're saying apparently, they're giving it the whoa, 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 whoa. So at that point, like, not that anyone would start recording, but because it's Tommy Robinson, then would you start recording earlier? Because your voice is, oh, that's Tommy. He's arguing with that bloke. Quick, get your camera. Quick, quick. Everyone's got a mobile, haven't they? Quick, start recording. Oh my God, he's hit him. It might have caught it like that. That's what I was thinking. But they're in the station, so there must be CCTV footage, which was mentioned earlier as well. There must be CCTV footage being at St Pancras station. So spot on. They have all the footage. Yep. So people, you agree with each other in the no. Oh, if I missed the point again, sorry, mate. The fact that earlier footage hasn't been released can only assume that he defended himself. Otherwise, they'd be showing footage. Yeah, that's my point. You would show the footage. Going, oh, look, Tommy's just walked up to this bloke, said whatever, smacked him, and then starts walking backwards and forwards. I need to show you the video, really, don't I? But yeah, exactly. It just wouldn't happen, would it? So, and Tommy's even put on his X that he, a preemptive strike looking to defend himself. And that reporter said, what did he say on his X? Let me scroll back to see what he said on his X, because he said Tommy Robinson posted on his X, if you cross a line and attack someone physically or threaten to attack them physically, a preemptive strike is totally legal. Yes, it is. So there we have it. So Transporter says, hi, Carl, mate. You obviously talk in other places like 2CTV and other places, maybe. Steve Waxy Lemon spread to Israel. It's one way of saying it, but even the guy shouting for help looks like a journalist. Yes. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong buttons there. Sorry. Yes. Shall we watch the video? That's like, I keep saying it and I'm just talking and trying to say whatever I'm saying. Let's all watch it. Make sure the volume's on. Come at me, bro. Someone could have put that bloke in the recovery position. Look at all this forensics, though. I've never seen so many forensics for a one-punch type argument fight. I mean, it's like, oh, look at it all. Oh, his blood. He's obviously had a bleeding nose or his eye. But there are photos of Tommy Robinson. He's got a cut as well. But it looks like he was obviously bleeding, maybe from his mouth or his nose, bleeding nose. Well, like I say, like it could be a case like where you crack your head open or something. It could be something like that. But the thing is, though, even though like this has happened, there's no way Tommy Robinson planned this or intended this at all. He never. That's a lot of forensics, though. It's crazy. Eight police vehicles. Like I say, I've had fights right outside my pub when I was working as a doorman. Not one copper turns up. There's about 20 people fighting. Not one turns up. As soon as they get wind and someone's like, oh yeah, it was Tommy Robinson, boom, they're on it. 8 cars for a one-punch fight. Well, possibly a one-punch fight. Might have been 2 or 3. Don't know what happened. Fisticuffs between the pair. But this to me is seriously OTT. They're going full out. They want to get everything. Fingerprints, so you were there, this and everything else. But look at it. Oh, look, there's a fingerprint there. He's touched there. I mean, this is crazy for just such a wow. This is the old tax money, hard at work. That is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. I mean, blimey heck. Blimey heck. As a wizard, I'm telling you, that's OTT. Of course, they got CT. Probably this time will take another charge. Yeah. You're probably right, Michael. You're probably right. I've got a feeling that possibly this could literally, Tommy's played into their hands. I think someone said that earlier as well. You mean to know each other? Obviously. Oh, but yeah, I'll do that sometimes. I go on a random channel and there's someone there, and I'm like, oh my god, hello, what are you doing here, geese? I get a lot of that when I watch Sonia Poulton. I'm like, oh hello, geese. What are you doing here, geese? Should we be friends, geese? Yeah, we do. I mean, it bugs me the fact that we haven't got it and we can't see it. We don't know anything. But Tommy Robinson, you saw he was walking, pacing backwards and forwards. Like, I mean, his art's going that you can see, like, he's agitated himself. And whatever happened, he didn't want to happen. Maybe, like I said, they put him in a recovery position, depending on the blood or what was bleeding or whatever. They could have got him in a recovery position and put something on to stem the bleeding or something, but who knows? But there's no way, like I said, there is literally no way Tommy Robinson started that. He just wouldn't. He's been through so much, he wouldn't. He clearly says he came at me. Did you see that? Yeah, exactly. So he's not gonna. Well, you basically can't lie when you're in a place like that because there's CCTV footage and it will prove exactly what happened. So you're not going to lie because you say, "Oh, he come at me," and then when you watch it, oh, Tommy walks up to him and hit him for no reason. That just didn't happen. Just didn't happen. My money's on Tommy got attacked. Yep, mine too. And I think it's what he said on his X account, saying that he was physically threatened and verbally, and he's obviously done whatever to eliminate the threat. Obviously, he tried to make out the guy needed resuscitating. It's all a show. Did they? Oh my! No, he never. So, well, I've not seen anything about that. So, lies. I was going to try and be really quick with LBC then and come out with something like lies because can. So I got to have my coffee. I hope you're all drinking your coffees or cups of tea. You might like tea. So looks like he landed on his face from what I could see from the blood on the floor. Yeah, the way he's I think he might have gone down his first, maybe a broken nose or something. But like I say, I mean, one thing that worried me working on the doors, like if you're to strike someone, it's not the hit. It's when they hit the deck on the floor and they're going to smack their head. Like, what is going to happen? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's just like, because I believe some famous doorman as well. He got a cheap shot from behind and he fell, hit his head, and that's what killed him. Not the punch, the actual fall. Where he smacked his head, and obviously the bloke got charged with that. And that always worried me, and maybe that's what's happening. He's gone down. He looks like a big bloke, so he's got a bit of weight behind him. He's like gone full on and smacked his face. And for a lot of us, not me, of course, not me, but for a lot of people, it doesn't take a lot to have a nosebleed. But you've got to remember, it doesn't take a lot to cut up here by your eyebrows. It's quite easy to rip open there, and that bleeds a lot. And that could, like that blood there could look like a murder scene, but it's just a cut in the eyebrow. It's crazy how much that can bleed. But I genuinely feel like it's the fall of hitting your head once you've been hit. That's the danger, not the punch. As for the police presence, if that was Tommy wanting the police, they would have taken days. Yeah, they probably would. They'd be like, oh yeah, Tommy, need help? Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna have my donut. Where was the police during Tommy getting kicked out of that restaurant? Exactly. I mean, two-tier policing. I mean, blimey, you hear it everywhere. So, but what a shame, huh? Gravity sucks. Yeah, it does. I mean, it is literally what they say. The bigger you are, the harder you fall. I mean, what else can I say? But genuinely, I do not, under any circumstance, I can't say in good faith or with any truth that Tommy started it. I can't see it. I cannot see it. So, yeah, I reckon this person's gone up to Tommy and straight away gone, "Oh, you think you're all that, and I'll knock you out, and all this and that." And, yeah, can't see it. I can genuinely see this bloke, he said something that's probably just tipped Tommy over, like, hang on, this is a threat, surely. And Tommy going up, going, "Oh, you're this, you're that," bang. Why would he do that? He just wouldn't. He's never, ever, ever done it before. So I can't see him doing it now, can you? So, I mean, until we can see the St Pancras station footage, because there's going to be CCTV footage, there has to be. I mean, if it's only comes out and people say, "Oh, there's no footage of this," there's something going on. There is something going on, because there's no way that, I don't know, sometimes I feel like I'm wasting my breath. So, what can you do? Oh, I don't know. You have to let me know what you think in the comments. So, but yeah, I think on this one it's definitely going to come back. More than likely that this bloke said whatever, Tommy's done whatever, and that's the end of it. But I think I call castle doctrine on the land I stand on. But never known Tommy to start a fight in the 15 years I've been following him. Exactly. Lots of variables though. Tommy's PTSD could have played a factor. He is fresh out of 6 months in solitary. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's mental state and someone coming up to you and that. Do you know what I mean? And maybe it's because this bloke like bled a lot or something, or got knocked out. The police feel they're gonna need to twist some sort of narrative to charge Tommy with something. When, if it was just Joe Bloggs walking down the road and this happened to him, they'd be like, "Oh, there's no crime here." They wouldn't even have the forensics out. Do you know what I mean? Because it's Tommy, they want forensics, doing fingerprints and this and that. You're like, what are you doing? Not only is there footage being filmed, you can have CCTV footage. The bloke's on the deck. You can see what all the evidence would be there. So I don't see why they're doing all that. They're trying to make a mountain out of a molehill. So that's absolutely crazy. But I think in this instance, with this certain incident, I am more inclined, if I'm honest, to side with Tommy Robinson. I've never said that before in my life, but it just all seems a bit convenient. Like I said, I keep harping on about the lack of footage at the beginning. Someone must have filmed it because they heard Tommy, because it's Tommy. Quick, film it. He's having an argument. Oh my God, he's hit him. Well, we could hear it, because I bet you that bloke on the deck has said something along the lines of, "Yeah, but I'll knock you out, or I'll kill you, or I know where you live," or something. He's said something for Tommy to react like that. And well, what you say here, Carl, like 6 months in solitary, he's not going to willingly go back, is he? So he's not going to do anything like to literally. I don't know. It just seems like they're going to set Tommy up again. Because like last time they've done that with the mortgage, didn't they? He lent his mate 20 grand. Like, what a good mate. And then because he's done that, they went after him and like twisted the narrative. So I think Tommy needs to be really careful. I'm sure he's out doing what he needs to do, and hopefully it's not bugging him too much. I mean, he said on his X it was a preemptive strike. I don't see why he's got any reason to lie or try and fabricate anything, knowing that there's probably footage of it all. He clearly states that the bloke came at him. So for me, I think this is probably one that Tommy Robinson should win, and no charges to be brought. And the other bloke needs to learn to keep his mouth shut. So won't he have a camera recording at least? Yeah, I was thinking. I wonder if see, even Tommy should have put his own phone on, and if he couldn't get it up, at least it can pick up the audio, and he'll have that as evidence, because then he could have posted that on X. Excuse me, and everyone would have heard that and gone, "Oh my god, that bloke said such and such, so he's done that," and then case solved. But in a video Tommy posted on the same day, he has a gash on his head. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that one like there, and it looks like it's bleeding. There are people saying the big guy headbutted him and then Tory slumped him. Oh, well, there you go then. I mean, if someone's going to headbutt me, then it's not going to end with their headbutt unless I'm knocked out. I mean, you're going to react, and that's it. So, Tommy on his ex said a preemptive strike, but if someone's already headbutted him, then that's obviously in self-defense, full stop. And he was definitely the aggressor. So there's no way that narrative can be twisted. Maybe the bloke will come to in hospital and he'll actually say, well, actually, to be honest, I headbutted him and he's banged me out. Be honest about it. There's nothing, no charges to be filed. End of. I assume the bloke won't press charges. Tommy won't press charges, and that'll be the end of it. But yeah, I did see it. He had a cut up here somewhere, and it looked like it was bleeding. So, do you know what I mean? In order, for headbutt to sort of create a rip in your skin and that, I'd have to be bloomin' hard. But someone maybe just wanted to make a name out of themselves at Tommy's expense. How sad is that? But yeah. But that's all I think. That's all I wanted to say. I wanted to get that up and see that. We've got all entitled to have our opinions, etc. I'm just hoping that the other footage will come out beforehand, and then if that does happen, then obviously I'll do another video. But make sure you all like and subscribe, and obviously comment in the video below if you're watching on catch up and you missed the live. But obviously I'll try and go live a bit more often. I had to have some time out due to some unfortunate family stuff, but it's all good now. It's all good. I'm getting my shorts up. I'm doing my TikToks. I'm a good whiz. But yeah, anything that's coming up, I'll keep an eye on this story. If you actually yourself come across anything, comment below and let me know. Get back and send me the links, so I can, or post the links in the comments so I can check it all out and we can go from there. Happy days. But other than that, I'll keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully I'll catch you all in another live, and then you'll check out all my other videos, check out all my shorts, subscribe, like. Have I said all that? I've got channel membership now. Who knew? But yeah, happy days. But until the next live, ladies and hello. I was just about to do my what are they behind you? Your paintings? Yes, yes. I do landscapes. It's good for my mental health. I started a couple of years back because my brain went. Poof. It has done for years and decades. But once you're about 40 years in, I'm only 49, so don't go thinking I'm that old. I'm 376. I'm a wizard. But yeah, I started doing. It's good for my mental health, and now I've got some more I want to do. So yes, I sold some. Happy days. But yeah, I've got loads flying around here. But it's good. It's good. Bit of acrylic painting. So maybe I'll have to try and see if I can meet Tommy Robinson and get him to sit down and paint some landscapes, show him how to paint and chill out. Imagine that. Tommy Robinson to see this and just go, no, mate. Or even might surprise me and say, yeah, mate, where do you live? I'll come round. Okay. Imagine that. But yeah, we've all got something. I like to write songs, write poems. Make me sound like a weirdo now, innit? Everyone's like, oh, mate, put yourself a man. No, I'm a wizard. The wizard words. But anyway, I'm talking rubbish. Until the next live, Don't forget to like, subscribe, get that the bell button on so you don't miss any. I'll love to see you on the next live. It should be a good one. Happy days. Any ideas that you want to see for videos, let me know in the comments, obviously. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, that is the wizard's words.